It is the 12th day of October 2022. A very good evening to you and welcome to Hope TV Newswatch. My name is Kennedy Kimani and at the bottom right of your screen is the sign language interpreter Boniface Murithi. Now, President William Ruto's administration will work to strengthen and not repeal the competency-based curriculum. This is according to Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who stated that the 42-member team tasked with reviewing the CBC will work to improve the CBC as well as address challenges that plague the new curriculum. DP Gachagua was speaking during the launch of the Presidential Working Party on education reforms in Nairobi on Wednesday. Grace Ongoi begins our bulletin with the following report.
Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has called on the 42-member task force to remain true to their course, which is to evaluate the education system and make recommendations. He urged the team to ensure they submit to the president a true reflection of what Kenyan parents want in terms of education for their children. Rigathi dismissed claims that the new curriculum will be repealed, noting that Ruto's administration will work to strengthen CBC for the benefit of learners.
Tell us the truth, raw as it is. And don't look back. We are not interested in being praised and being told what we want to hear. Please listen to the people of Kenya and come up with a report that reflects what Kenyans want and what they feel, however bitter it is.
The DP at the same time affirmed the government's commitment in addressing the issue of delocalization of teachers with an aim of safeguarding the family fabric. Gachagua at the same time revealed that the government will next week meet the Teacher Service Commission to start their plan of employing more teachers as promised during the campaign period.
The CBC is not being repealed. What this good team is doing is to look at it, get the views of stakeholders and the people of Kenya to keep and improve what is good and to address challenges of where there could be weaknesses for our children.
Meanwhile, Education Cabinet Secretary George Magoha has urged the task force to employ more effort in conducting thorough research on what ails the new curriculum. He urged them to work from the unknown and only present to the president information that will be useful in transforming the education sector.
When you are doing an experiment, you don't start doing an experiment whose answer you already know. And I want to charge, the second charge I'm charging the members of the task force, because I know that they are eminent scholars and stakeholders. In order to assist His Excellency the President in doing what he has to do, more specifically with the basic education sector, can we go into the unknown, get results, analyze them, and take them to him?
The 42-member task force has 6 months to study all laws governing the basic education subsector and make recommendations for review of the legislation with a view to address duplication, ambiguities, efficiency, constraints and improving linkages. The team, which will be chaired by Professor Raphael Munavu, has 7 secretaries: CEO of the Kenyan National Examination Council, NEC, Dr. David Njegere, Dr. Elias Adi, Patita Tingoi, Professor Jackson To, Dr. Ruben Dhambure Guku, Richard Miano and Eunice Gashoka. Others who are part of the task force are globally renowned Kenyan teacher Peter Tabichi, Mutheo Kasanga, who was a member of the CBC task force, and Professor Collins Odete, among others. Grace Ongoi, Hope TV Newswatch.
Thank you so much, Grace, for that report. Now, the National Assembly has on Wednesday approved the appointment of members who will from Monday next week sit in the Committee on Appointments, which is set to vet cabinet secretaries nominated by President William Ruto. Chaired by the Speaker of the National Assembly, the committee also constitutes the Deputy Speaker, the majority and minority leaders with their deputies, and the other members who are nominated by the majority and minority sides.
The committee at Order 8, the Committee on Appointments, that was approved, debated in the morning and approved a few minutes ago, will meet tomorrow, Thursday, October 13th, 2022, at 11 a.m. at Count Hall Mini Chamber to get a briefing on their work and consider the vetting schedule for them to start vetting the cabinet nominees on Monday. The members that we've just approved, the chairperson's panel, will meet tomorrow, Thursday, 13th October 2022 at 10 a.m. in the Speaker's boardroom.
Moving on, the Public Service Commission has invited those seeking the position of Chief Administrative Secretary CAS to apply by the 27th of October. Some of the requirements for the job include a bachelor's degree from a university recognized in the country, ability to manage the administrative political interface, and excellent interpersonal and communication skills. However, the Law Society of Kenya has obtained orders from the Employment Court staying the establishment of the office of CAS. The orders were issued by Lady Justice Mondi Kambaru of the Labour Relations Court after LSK cited lack of public participation. Now, the Director of Public Prosecutions has withdrawn 19 million shillings graft charges against former Malindi MP Aisha Jumwa. The move is a reprieve to Jumwa, who has been nominated to the cabinet to serve as Public Service, Gender and Affirmative Action Cabinet Secretary. Her appointment had attracted backlash from a section of Kenyans and the opposition over issues of integrity expected to feature prominently during the vetting by Parliament. Now, religious leaders from the coastal region under the banner of Coast Indigenous Religious Leaders are urging President William Ruto to focus on political unity of the country in order to propel the country smoothly in steering development to the Kenyans. The clergy has also called on President Ruto political opponents aligned to Azimio la Umoja to embrace the current government. Here is Gloria Musimbi with the details.
Religious leaders across the country have been on the forefront crusading against abuse of political power and corruption where the country used to experience political violence after elections. Addressing the media in Mombasa at Mtopanga Jesus Generation Crusaders Mission Church in Mombasa, the leaders urged Ruto not to seek vengeance against his political opponents, but instead focus on uniting Kenyans regardless of their political affiliation.
Sahau yale yaliyopita katika mpito ule wa uchaguzi. Wewe sasa umekuwa ni baba, taifa linakuangalia. Simama kama Suleimani alivyosimama. Usiegemee mrengo fulani, ukautenga mrengo fulani. Wote ni wa Kenya, wahudumie kwa moyo ule wa unyenyekevu. Mungu alikuchagua kama Daudi alivyochaguliwa. Na alipoenda vitani hakupigana kama mwana wa Yese. Alipiga vita kwa ajili ya taifa zima la Israeli.
The men of the church have also welcomed President William Ruto's pledge to revert key port logistics services to the Mombasa port. Bishop Elias Karisa has said that the move is seen as key to reviving the coast economy and restoring jobs lost when the government issued a directive for cargo from the port to be transported by Standard Gauge Railway SGR in 2018 to Nairobi and Naivasha dry ports.
Hapa kwani jambo la kwanza, kazi zitakuwa nyingi. Watu wataandikwa kazi, biashara zitakuwa nyingi, mahoteli yatajaa watalii. Kwa hivyo tunashukuru sana, tunasema kwamba asante. Nyumba ambazo zilikuwa zimehama zina watu zitajaa wapangaji sasa, kwa sababu bandari imerudi Mombasa kwa neno lililotamka. Kwa hivyo sisi kama wakwani tunasema asante sana.
Coastal leaders have also been urged to stop politicizing government plans to revert key port logistics services to the Mombasa port.
Ningeliomba kama viongozi wa kidini watu wasiweke siasa katika bandari. Bandari irudi na watu wafanye kazi bila kuweka siasa, kwa sababu watu wengi wanatafuta kazi. Tumesomesha watoto ni kwa sababu wapate kazi. Na kazi zimejazana, ziko nyingi. Vile merudi bandari, basi kazi zitakuwepo. Kwa hivyo watu wasiweke siasa. Waache vile rais amesema na washirikiane ili kwamba bandari baki hapa, nisaidie wakwani wote ambao wanaishi hapa kwani.
Reporting for Newswatch, I'm Gloria Musimbi.
Thank you so much, Gloria, for that report. Now, it's time for another quick breather. I will be back with more stories after this short break. See you on the other side.
The RAF is a chance to showcase your talent in music, dance, poetry, acrobatics, and more. And stand a chance to win 500,000 shillings, a recording deal at Hope Recording Studios, and many more prizes. The RAF is a space for talented youth between the ages of 18 and 24 years. Auditions in Mombasa will be on Thursday, the 13th of October 2022 at City Mombasa. And transport to the venue will be provided from Nyali Cinemax and Technical University of Mombasa at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. and noon. To register, send an SMS starting with hashtag #TheRAF with your name, county and talent to 22232 to get an invite to auditions happening near you. For more information, please call 0709 861 223. Remember to carry a copy of your national ID to the auditions. The RAF, identifying talent, inspiring passion.
Only God can turn a mess into a message.
I have a boy on a wheelchair.
Yeah.
I'm still preaching on the pulpit.
Amen. Niliona mguu ya nyuma inakuja tu kunikanyaga, imenilenga tu kwa tumbo. Nikaitana tu Jesus. I got tired of working with the x-ray papers, and one day I just woke up and decided to burn them.
A test into a testimony.
The whole community didn't want to hear that anybody is born again. Excommunicated straight.
Bila Yesu hakuna njia.
Join Sharon Naitore Wangenye on Testify.
Katika hiyo harakati hiyo spirit ikakemewa, mimi nimeona Yesu Kristo namna hii. Kwa msalaba. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Every Thursday at 8 p.m. for a moment to grow your faith some more.
Welcome back. You're watching Hope TV Newswatch. Now, Embu Governor Cecily Mbarire has constituted a drought and disaster management committee to foresee ongoing drought response interventions in parts of Embu County. In a meeting held at the University of Embu to discuss mitigation measures to curb the drought situation in the county, the governor said that over 100,000 people in Embu County have been affected by the ongoing drought.
Watu wa Embu ambao wanahitaji support ama relief ni watu 102,036 ambao wanahitaji chakula immediately na maji, na ambao wako na shida zaidi ni kutoka Mbeere North na Mbeere South. Mbeere North tukiwa na watu kama 29,000 na Mbeere South tukiwa na watu about 30,000. Kwa hivyo leo tumekuwa hapa kuongea vile tutaingililia katikati hii maneno na tuhakikishe kwamba tumeweza kufikisha chakula kwa wananchi kila mahali hapa Embu County. Tukikumbuka ya kwamba pia kuna parts za Runyenjes, especially Runyenjes pande ya chini na parts za Manyata, na pia tuko na slums ambazo ziko kwa town tofauti ambazo pia zinahitaji hiyo msaada wa chakula. Kwa hivyo tumekubaliana vile DCCs wataenda na watengeneze kamati katika sub county, na pia hiyo kamati iweze kuteremka mpaka ward level. Hizo kamati zitakuwa zina representation ya viongozi wa siasa ambao wamechaguliwa, wakiwemo wabunge na wa National Assembly, Senate na pia wabunge wa County Assembly.
From Embu, let's cross over now to the county of Kitui, whereby the Kitui Governor, Dr. Julius Malombe, has accused his predecessor, Charity Ngilu, of overseeing maladministration of the county over the last 5 years. Speaking during his inaugural address of the 3rd County Assembly of Kitui, Governor Malombe asserted that Ngilu had left the devolved unit in a deplorable state. Malombe has asked the County Assembly to work closely with his administration towards reclamation and restoration of the county's public service delivery.
Mr. Speaker and honorable members, we have been entrusted by the people of this county to pull it out of the quagmire and hopelessness inflicted by the immediate past regime. Hence, we must unite. and we must work diligently to meet our people's developmental needs and hopes and aspirations.
Now, parents in Kisauni sub-county of Mombasa are protesting alleged poor school management of Bridge International Academies, alleging that the institution is sacking teachers without recourse to parents and local leadership, since it's the local communities and leaders that helped in the donation of the school land. The parents are voicing their concern with the hope that the outgoing Education CS Professor George Magoha and the new Education CS nominee Ezekiel Machogu are going to look into their concerns.
Sasa tunapozungumza class 7 na 8 kuna walimu wawili peke yake kwa sababu ya kufuta walimu ovyo ovyo. Alafu angalia kuanzia grade 4 mpaka grade 6 walimu ni watatu. So tungeomba Wizara ya Elimu ambaye iko sasa bado iko kwa Magoa na mwenzake ambaye atachukua tamu yake ni Ezekiel Machogu. Wafuatilie hii kampuni sana kwa sababu vile wanavyofanya inatuumiza sisi kama wazazi.
Wakati wanafuta, kwa nini wasihusishe ile BOG na hata wazazi kwamba kulitokea nini? Wao wanafuta bila ushauri na watu wote. Kitu ambacho kimetushangaza zaidi, tuliita hata area chief of this place ambao aliattend that meeting, lakini hawakumpa heshima kama kiongozi wa huu mtaa, kwa sababu uamuzi wao nasema it's final. Hawataki hata usaidizi wala mazungumzo ya aina yote. Sasa tunashindwa, kwani ni dictatorship hii shule au ni kitu gani wanapanga juu ya watoto wetu? Kwa sababu shule kuwa hapa ni watoto wafanye vizuri, kwa sababu ndio madaktari wa kesho, marais wa kesho.
Hatutaki ukabila. Na huyu Charlotte must go. Hatutaki mambo mengi, arudi before exam, kwa sababu yeye ndio tegemeo letu sisi wazazi. Na mikakati yote alikuwa ametuwekea, tunajua watoto wetu wanaenda kuperform vizuri kabisa.
Passion ya walimu. Hii Bridge vile wanaendelea nayo mambo yao, wanaua passion ya walimu. So mwalimu ametoka college, anataka kuja asomeshe, but hiyo passion wanaimaliza.
Charlotte!
Crossing borders, Uganda's capital Kampala has reported its first Ebola death in the latest outbreak. The Ebola patient was the 19th victim in the current outbreak of the deadly virus, but the first to die in Kampala. There have been 54 confirmed cases in Uganda, but no other have been confirmed in the city. 20 people have recovered, including 5 medics from the first hospital where a case was treated. Now, the New York City Mayor Eric Adams signed legislation establishing how the city will make Times Square a gun-free zone, even as the state law underpinning the policy was overturned in federal court. Mayor Adams said the 56 million tourists predicted to visit New York City this year should not have to live in fear as they walk through Times Square, often deemed as the crossroads of the world.
Today, I'm signing 2 bills, Intro 518 and 602, that would help reduce the flow of illegal firearms in New York City and designate Times Square as a sensitive location zone. This is the heart of our city, and you don't want a city, particularly here, that people are carrying illegal or, based on the Supreme Court, legal guns in this area. The Supreme Court decision came down less than 6 weeks after 10 New Yorkers were shot and killed in a Buffalo supermarket. It made a mockery of our justice system, made a mockery of our ability to keep New Yorkers safe.
Hope TV is where you look and live, with an excellent selection of the best Christian programming consisting of local and international content, of inspirational stories, talk shows, Bible commentary, youth, health shows, children entertainment, contemporary gospel music, extended times of worship, live broadcast, news, movies, drama, Christian ministry programs, and so much more. Hope TV is another quality service from Christ is the Answer Ministries, with over 45% of authentic and credible local content every week. Hope TV is a sister station to Hope FM, Kenya's leading Christian radio station, with footprints across the country. Tune in to Hope TV, where you look and live. The RAF is a chance to showcase your talent in music, dance, poetry, acrobatics, and more. And stand a chance to win 500,000 shillings, a recording deal at Hope Recording Studios, and many more prizes. The RAF is a space for talented youth between the ages of 18 and 24 years. Auditions in Mombasa will be on Thursday, the 13th of October 2022 at City Mombasa, and transport to the venue will be provided from Nyali Cinemax and Technical University of Mombasa at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. and noon. To register, send an SMS starting with hashtag The RAF with your name, county and talent to 22232 to get an invite to auditions happening near you. For more information, please call 0709 861 223. Remember to carry a copy of your national ID to the auditions. The RAF, identifying talent, inspiring passion.
Let's now get down to business. Mobility company Bolt, in collaboration with the National Transport Safety Authority (NTSA), have distributed road accident protection equipment such as helmets, reflector jackets to boda operators in Nairobi to enhance safety of the passengers and boda riders. NTSA has encouraged boda riders to follow the rules of the road, including traffic lights, and to join a circle and ensure they have a license.
This sector now is contributing largely kiwango kikubwa sana cha ajali za barabarani. While you contribute up to 500 million, but you're also killing more people than any other transport system. I'll just look at the statistics ambazo zimekuwa mbaya sana in our data. Just January to end of September, ule mwezi ambao umepita, wacha niseme mmeua, nyinyi mmeua. Okay, not you, but this sector has killed 941 riders. Nikiongeza passengers 324, that gives me a total of about 1,300.
Yeah, so we're here today because we've noticed, as our counterparts from NTSA have mentioned, that there is rising incidences in safety and accidents and injury to both boda drivers and riders. And so we as Bolt, because we value and prioritize safety, we decided to step in and do something and take a first step towards enhancing the safety of our boda drivers as they provide the ride-faring services. And that's why we're here today. So we have selected our top performing boda drivers, the ones who have shown adherence to the law, the ones who follow traffic rules, the ones who have shown exceptional customer care. And we have provided them with safety gear, which consists of a reflector jacket, such as this one that I'm wearing, a helmet, and a first aid kit.
Moving on, Power Transformers Distribution Company Tanelec Limited has embarked on an ambitious expansion strategy in a bid to impact and control the manufacturing and distribution of transformers, switchgears and metering units in East and Central Africa region. The expansion strategy project cost estimate is valued at $15 million over a 5-year period.
Right now, we are known as the gurus of distribution transformers. So the next, we've now started to invest heavily in the power transformer area. That's one area we are going into. Now, when Nyeredam comes on board, we are going to almost double this generation capacity, which means there will be huge requirements on building of lines. There will be huge requirements on building of substations. Yeah. We've not even put into consideration what Great Renaissance Dam from Ethiopia will bring on board. Yeah, and then there is this eventual dream of interconnecting Ethiopia to South Africa. So, as I said, power would become availability would become an issue of the past in terms of generating capacity. What will now matter is how to get this power to the end user. So we are focusing into becoming an EPC kind of contractor, where we will design the solution for you, we will manufacture it, and then we will come and install it.
And to some sporting action, series leader Karan Patel and second-placed Jasmeet Singh Chana are expected to start the Kenya National Rally Championship 7th round in Kilifi County on Saturday. The Kenya Motorsport Federation has received a sizable entry of drivers headed for the sea-level fixture in the Bamba region of Kilifi County. And finally, Chelsea enjoyed a comfortable victory at AC Milan after former Blues defender Fikayo Tomori received an early red card. Tomori was sent off for pulling back Mason Mount in the area, with Jorginho converting the penalty. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang doubled the lead with a confident strike against his former club. Some of the fixtures slated for tonight include Rangers versus Liverpool, Barcelona versus Inter Milan, and Napoli versus Ajax. With that, we come to the tail end of our news tonight. Many thanks to you for watching Hope TV Newswatch. On behalf of the whole crew that made this bulletin a success, have yourselves a good night. My name is Kennedy Kimani, and Boniface Muriithi has been the sign language interpreter.